Congratulations to our world champion in amateur Yearling Colts. This is Scott Trahan, who just won with Evinceble at the 2018 Lucas Oil AQHA World Championship Show. I'm Larry Jo Starkey with the American Quarter Horse Journal, your first stop for AQHA industry news, and I'm here today with Scott to find out more about our new world champion, Evinceble. You said he has a great story.
Yes. Well, first of all, he's a fantastic horse. I've been showing halter horses for 12 years, and he's by far the best specimen I've ever shown. And it's an amazing story how I got him. Dave Williams, who's won a lot of world titles here, recently, about a year or two, died of cancer. And before he passed along, he called me and said he had an embryo out of a very cool mare. And everyone knows I had Very Cool for years and promoted him as a stud. And he wanted to kind of get his life straight in order before he passed, and offered the embryo to me since it was a very cool breeding. And I went ahead and bought it, and didn't know what it was at the time. And if Dave drew one up, Dave knew a really good halter horse, and if he drew one up, it would be Invincible. So that was the last horse he bred before he passed, and he offered it to me, and I bought it. And I don't know, only God can make this happen, because he's just a special horse.
What would Dave like a horse to look like, and how does he look like this?
I've seen Dave for years. I know what he likes. He likes that big old long neck, great back, croup, hocks, a really profiling horse. And this is as good of a profiling stallion that's come along, in my opinion, in 20 years.
So you said stallion. Are you thinking maybe a breeding stallion?
Yes, that's the plan. You know, he's only a yearling. We'll collect him next year, just kind of get him going, and maybe breed him to a handful of really quality mares. And then the following year, we'll hopefully come back here. We'll try to do this again, and then really start promoting him as a stallion, as a 3-year-old. And at that point, his show career will be over.
How did he show for you today?
He showed fairly well. About 2 weeks ago, he had a reaction to a glue-on shoe, and he's got a bruise on his left heel, and we've been kind of nursing that along. And right before he went in, or actually gone in, he pulled the shoe. A lot of people didn't know that from if you were in the stands. So it was a battle to kind of get him settled in there on his front feet. But anyway, that was a challenge, but he really showed well, and under some adverse conditions, we pulled it out. So.
Well, what makes today's win special for you?
Well, anytime you come here and win the world is special. You know, some people come here for 30 and 40 years and never win anything, you know. So to win it, you can't take it for granted. I really come here ever with no expectations, because anything can happen, and it seems like everything happens here, good and bad. And there's some really good quality animals here. If you're in this show, you're established, you've done something. So it means a lot to win it.
Who would you like to thank today?
Well, obviously, I like to thank his trainer, Tom Robertson. He's done a great job. He and his wife, Mary, have really kept the horse in really great shape. They communicate well, which is important to me. And obviously, you know, Dave and breeding the horse and giving me the opportunity to own it. And my wife and I are really proud of that, and we look forward to his career.
Congratulations, Scott Trahan, world champion. You like hearing that, don't you?
I like that. That has a good ring to it. I'm sure Dave likes it too. AQHA World Champion today. Thank you, AQHA. Great show.